Erica said you're cool. I said, yeah, she's super cool.
Beat Noah.
You beat Noah, yeah.
In the ring for our champion drive of senior showman, we have Riley Barber from Deschutes County, Evan White from Benton County, Sawyer Bruck from Clackamas County, Gavin Hartley. Gavin is from Malheur County. Megan Baumhart from Clackamas County, Isaac Blodgett from Klamath County, Haley Patterson from Union County, Mackenzie Willie from Clackamas County, Shaylee Barnett from Yamhill County, Derek Craig from Columbia County, and Elsie Dine from Yamhill County.
This is a tough pass.
Yeah, but it's like she needs to have her neck popped.
I know.
The nice thing is that kid in the back, I think, weeded himself out.
I know, he's just, that was a bizarre pick.
Oh my. Let's see what Grandpa said. I'm all okay.
There you go, try that out right there in the hole. Come on, pig. There you go, good.
Lots of these people kissing their bodies.
Yeah, but I'm hoping based on these two that he's at the top. I'm not sure.
I don't know. In Kindles, he's pinned the bottom.
Yeah, but they try and do things different. I don't know. I thought he was doing really good.
I didn't too. Well, he didn't pin
Water,
that kid.
water.
He didn't pin that kid. Yeah, he must be pinning his top. So I'm going to send these back and then
He might be
rework
hosing
them.
himself right now. I know, but somebody else's stuff was in there, so he... Huh? Okay. Yeah, keep going.
this real good heat of showmanship here. And you guys need to be extremely proud, and not only you exhibitors out here, but it helps to have the community, the friends, everyone that's here at the Oregon State Fair. I'm watching what's happening right here. This is a wicked good at the top end right here. My top 5 are over there in pins. I'm going to redrive those in a little bit, but I'm going to talk to you about what we have left out here in the ring. And I think it is absolutely fabulous. And there's 3 of them out here that I think fit right into the ability to show a hog where you can be champion showman. The 6th place, or yeah, I guess we're 6th, will be the young man right here in front of me. I mean, he can flat out drive a hog. That is an awfully good yield. He gets her head cranked up. His spacing is good. The problem for me, she's not clean enough for senior showmanship. You guys look over there, them holding pins. Those pigs are clean. Those pigs are shiny. They're clean from top to bottom. They're clean from front to rear. And there's 3 of them out here that just leave a little bit to be desired on fit jobs in terms of skin and hair presentation. That's what's going to get you into 6th, 7th, and 8th place here. 7th is going to be the young lady right here in the center there with that white gill. And again, your control of your pig, your eye contact, your intensity. I love your style, how you handle yourself, your show ring awareness out there. I just think that pig's a little dingier in comparison to some of I had on top of it. And that's going to sound like a cop-out from a judge. Same thing goes with the young man with the purple shirt right there. He's going to follow next, but the same thing. Just skin and hair gives a little bit to be desired. I mean, that's how tough it is in this class, because all these kids can drive. And we're talking about 6th, 7th, 8th place showmen right here. I mean, they can flat get it done on a stick. And I'm sure if I spent the time to ask them questions, I'm sure they're going to know something about their projects. You just kind of tell by how they handle themselves, by how they show their products or their projects right there. But it's something that's real close to my heart. That's not something you're going to play starting a week ago with your skin and hair. That's something that takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of discipline. You can't just show up and ace the test and get a good grade in the punch. You got to do your homework in a pig project. 30, 40, 60 days out if you want skin and hair right. Same thing goes with getting them to drive and control, and that's something we work hard on at home, and I take a lot of pride in. I think it's very important, and when you get to this type of competition, that's what's going to sort the fine hairs. Young man's going to come next, and he is one that does have a great fit job on his pig right there. I mean, that thing is white, that thing is shiny, that one's clipped to a T. I like a lot of things about that project. For me, you show different. It's not that you're doing anything wrong, but when you do a side pass, you stand up straight. When you come right at me, you crouch down and get aggressive. And for me, you kind of change your show styles within the show. And I think that will work real well tomorrow when we're talking about judging the hog conformation-wise. And showmanship, I think you kind of just have to find a style and a pattern and stick with it. Now, I know I could also run you up into 1st, 2nd, or 3rd place because you can fit it, you can show it, and I can say I live with it. But for me, that's just a little pet peeve today. That's what's going to get you down the line. I know that's hard to swallow right here. Young lady comes next, another one, and maybe her pig just isn't quite as smooth and quite as cooperative as some of those. But you watch her like right now, she is honed in on me. She's got that eye of the tiger look. Her eye contact is extremely good. How she handles her show utensil works real well, but that pig just isn't quite as broke to the stick, or maybe today it's just having a day where it doesn't want to cooperate quite as well with you, and like when it doesn't want to make that turn and stay smooth, it takes you a little bit to get back in position. That's what works you down. Young man, I'm driving the Calico Guild over there. Again, another one presented extremely well, and those pigs that have that color to them, they always look a little dingy, and like you said when he came in, and she's clean, that's just her color mark, and I agree. Those pigs have a dingier look to them, but that one is fitted extremely well. He left his gate open when he came, got invited back for the final drive works against him. Spent a little too much time on the fence line, which he knows. Dance partner doesn't want to dance today. That's kind of how it goes. But this is an elite set of showmen right here. You guys don't be disappointed that you're down towards the end here. You need a lot of good kids to get here. And I promise you, if you sit in national competitions, you guys will be in the mix if you put up some, just a couple little things will get you right there. Let's give them a big round of applause and we'll work through your top 5.
For you. He's trying to do the judge at County Fair said try to keep it The judge at County Fair said either drive it straight at him and then go back and shut your gate, or to keep it right there with you while you shut your gate.
I tried to do that too, but it was hard.
Yeah, we're good. Thank you.
That's what I was saying. I was trying to keep it.
Yeah. Get out of there, Isaac. Yeah, that's true.
What is?
Oh, look out. But this is what time he always worked her.
You're a crazy douche. Did he pin it?
He pinned them off.
Oh, he pinned him off? I think he just, oh. I thought he told them to just stand in the corner.
Is that ours?
There you go, shut the gate, get her on the other side. Good.
I know.
Who is? He could be screaming.
I'm like a personal problem.
It is.
Dude, like literally, what? Do parents not like have control over their kid?
He's happy. Sometimes all you can ask for.
So lock him in like a bathroom stall or something.
Look at this baby. I can see it. It's like totally sacked up. You see that baby? Look, the baby. Totally out like a light.
Uh-oh, that wasn't very long. We talked to the girls a long time.
Maybe he got his answer out. Girls take longer to get to the
Oh,
point.
he's smiling.
See, that's how I felt. Keiko and Kai answered super long
Yeah.
in that class, and then mine was like out, and I was like, oh.
Maybe that's where you really need the vocabulary question and answer.
Well, we didn't have meetings like normal. We go over stuff. And how many meetings did we miss this year because Sean got sick?
Huh?
Well, Courtney was saying Kendall needs to work on her questions and answers. And I said, well, yeah, how many meetings did we not have this year because you got sick?
Yeah.
That we talk about stuff like that.
Is it okay if I go over to Isaac?
Yeah, what?
Is it okay if I go over to Isaac?
I'm going to say not right now because it's on the last question.
About when we go over the ear notches and stuff like that. Those are about 2 meetings.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Ear notches and like housing or something like that.
Correct me if I'm wrong. More than likely wrong. Is this one the litter?
The
Left
litter
is
number?
litter, right
Yes.
is pink.
So the individual and the litter.
Left is not litter.
Yeah, it is.
Right is litter.
Oh. I thought it is LL.
That's what he said.
Huh?
So he said litter. Hey.
That's not what she said.
Oh.
She said left is litter. I said no, it's not. You got to think it opposite. The opposite of what would really make it easier. Left is litter.
And he said you shouldn't touch your pig, but like everyone was touching their pig.
Yeah, he said you shouldn't very much.
Oh, she got shavings all over her head.
Needs to brush off her head.
There you go.
Yep.
Apparently, you're like a nervous mother.
I know. Really bad. Yeah, I know. Yeah, she's over there.
We knew that.
She's, yeah, shutting down.
Is he like sucking up his drool? Is that what he was doing? He was trying
Isaac? Did I hear something about Isaac? Maybe. He's got his mouth open. Maybe he's drinking it.
That was good ring etiquette right there.
Like it.
Isaac. Did he just pin Isaac? I think he did.
So good or bad?
I'm guessing bad. Wow. I don't know.
Let's get a big round of applause for all our senior showmen, but these five in particular. I mean, I alluded to this when we talked about the 6 that we released here, the 5 that we released before this, that this was a tough heat. And if you're paying attention, if you watched any sort of showmanship contest, if you're a livestock enthusiast, this is real good out here, these top 5. And I mean, it is flat out splitting hairs. And my top 3 young ladies, first, second, and third, they're still out here in the ring. And I don't want to take anything away from the 2 we have in holding pins there, but you know, just to talk about them a little bit. 4th place, young man with a velvet gilt there. I mean, you did a real good job. I mean, there's really no reason to have you in that pin, and this is going to sound like a cop-out again from a judge, but again, it's that tough a competition. I have to give a reason. I do my best to explain what's going on in my head, but when you came out of your holding pin for this last drive after I asked you guys questions, instead of shooting your pig out towards the center of the ring when you opened that gate, you ran it down the sideline, and that got you in trouble because you had a little trouble getting that pig off the fence. When you did that, you crossed in front of me once, which you had to do because your pig was hugging the fence line, but when you re-entered the show ring after questions for this last drive, if you would have shot that pig and just put yourself in a little better position to stay out in the center, I think that would have helped you. That's a real weak reason for having you in 4th place, but it's something that you're going to have to live with, but maybe something I'm going to have to live with too, knowing I got a showman like that down there, because you really didn't do anything wrong besides that. You fit your hog good, you drive your hog good, you look like a champ when you're out there. I certainly appreciate it. Young lady with the barrel coming in 5th place right there, and I know it feels like you're in last because there's only 5 pigs out here, but remember, a lot of kids didn't get here. This is the final round. We even excused the top end, you know, that final 10, 11 that we had out here. You got a pig fitted about as good as I think you can actually fit a pig. I mean, that one is dialed into a T. Skin and hair wise, if anyone in the barn wants to learn how to do it, go spend some time with that young lady. I have no idea how you did it because I've tried my whole life to get one that clean and that shiny, and I don't think I've accomplished it to that level right there, so I certainly commend you for that. Well, you were a little hesitant on the questions. You did good once you got going, but it took you a little while. You seemed a little nervous, but you didn't say anything wrong. You did a great job on the question. I just had to prompt you a little more to get you going into that, and when you came out for this last 5 here, maybe your pig just didn't want to just get out and drive. And that's the thing. We're down to the final 5, and I am really looking for you to do anything wrong. I mean, the best thing you can do for a judge when you're down to the end here is make a mistake, because it's like, okay, they did that. I can have a reason to do it. Your pig just didn't get out and drive with the authority right off the bat. Very talented show, and commend you. Showman, I commend you on your fitting presentation to a very high level right there. These final 3, I guess you could jumble it up on quite a bit. And I'm going to talk a little bit on, you know, the 3 things of showmanship. We'll go over that again. Your ability to drive one on a stick, your ability to fit one, your ability to answer questions. And for seniors, I typically do this. I ask a question where maybe there's not a right or wrong answer. It's not, is this pig heavier muscle than that one? What's the ear notch? It's an opinion-based question. I asked them, you know, tell me a problem that's facing the swine industry. And I think that's something you can tell me anything from sows don't have enough pigs, which is real simple, to if you want to get into something talking about animal welfare issues, disease issues, waste management issues, things like that. These guys did a great job. Most of them alluded to the animal welfare issues, and there's unfortunately there's lots of people that don't understand what we do in the livestock industry. Unfortunately, there's lots of people that aren't listening to us telling the stories. They're listening to other people who are maybe on personal agendas, and certainly it's good to have checks and balances in the world, but there's people walking around this fair that are watching you that you don't know, or they're watching you that don't understand the importance of showing livestock, that we do take care of these animals. We do give them good homes. A lot of times I think they get better care than maybe I get. If you really get down to it, and you guys who raise livestock and do this, you understand what we're talking about. But it's important when we're out here that we represent the industry, we represent ourselves well. We can do 5,000 things right, and that one time we do something that maybe just looks a little shady, they'll catch it on camera. It'll get posted on social media. We got to be careful what we present out there on social media as well, and those are things we certainly need to be aware of. And I certainly commend you guys for doing livestock projects, doing it for the right reason. There's no better way to grow up. There's no better way to raise a family than a livestock project there. But make sure you guys tell your story, but tell it in the right way. A lot of you guys alluded to that in the questions, and I certainly commend you for that. We talked about PEDV. That came up a few times. Porcine epidemic diarrhea virus, and that was a big deal last year. It's still a big deal now. Perhaps the industry is getting a little more control of it. I think that's awesome that you guys understand that part of it too. But you know, animal welfare issues, disease issues, those things, I think you guys hammered the questions right there, and I'm real proud of you guys. Everyone that's around should be real proud of these kids as well. Unfortunately, we have to go out and pick a champion. That's going to be good for one of these three young ladies right here. It's an awfully tough decision for me. I guess I'm going to talk about them in no particular order. Young lady with the blue yield over there, great eye contact. Your speed is tremendous. I like the way you present your animal. I think your clip job in terms of length of hair for a blue pig is real good. Sometimes those pigs that have that blue mousy color on it get a little tough to look at if you get them clipped too tight. If you get them clipped too long, I think you got that dialed in right there. Your eye contact is extremely good. If I'd like to maybe help you get a little better, which sounds silly because you're at a very high level right now, if you could get that head jacked up on that pig a little bit more. Maybe it's one that just doesn't want to pick it up, but you pick that head up on that pig when it shows, and have that thing looking at the rafters instead of looking down at the shavings when it's going. I promise you that'll help that pig look a ton better. Young lady with the blue gilt right there again. As far as eye contact and intensity, you're probably one of the most intense showmen that we've had out here all day, and I appreciate that. Sometimes some people are intense when they show, sometimes they're real calm and smooth. A lot of times personality will dictate that. There's no right or wrong way. It's kind of just works for you, and that intense look, it does definitely work for you. Your passes are extremely good. The one thing out here in these final three, I think you probably fall third into the fitting contest out here. Your picks maybe just a tick tingier than the others if you want to get super critical. Answering questions, driving a hog, you're a superstar. Maybe you leave just a little bit to be desired on that fit presentation right there, especially the pig's whiter on top, and as you go down it just gets a little darker. Maybe just need to spend a little more time at home the last couple weeks. It's not like you haven't done anything, but again, these are very picky things. Young lady with the white gill right there, you're one that from the get-go when you were standing in the pit, you could just tell that you came to win showmanship. I mean, you just watch how she handles herself. She never takes her eye off of you. She sees that pig out of her peripheral vision. She has a killer show ring look, and I've had the opportunity to judge Denver, the showmanship contest. I've had the opportunity to judge a Summer Spectacular at Louisville, and I don't say this to brag that I've judged those shows. I say this because at Louisville there's 750 contestants in that particular showmanship contest right there, and these three young ladies and the one that I'm going to win, I promise you, would be in the hunt to win those contests when I judge them. That's the quality of showman you have out here. Awfully good. It's maybe tough to pick the champion. It's even tougher to pick the second and third because I do actually think the champion stood out. With that said, at this quality level right here, you guys have a great set of showmen, but today, that young lady in the white shirt is your champion.